Hey there, in today's video I'm going to review running Prague and Berlin half marathons with Sports Tours International. I flew from Dublin to Prague on Thursday the 26th of March. It was an uneventful flight. We took off on a dull Dublin day and we landed in a dull Prague day. Prague has tremendous public transport and I used Google Maps to show me how to get from A to B and took a variety of buses and trams into Prague. There probably is a quicker way by the Flix bus, but I like public transport. I saw my first view of the Vltava River, but not my last, as the race will run up and down and over the river multiple times. Our hotel was Hilton, Prague, Atrium, the race hotel for the Prague 21k. We saw several very beautiful runners come in. I won't be seeing these guys during the race. It was a great place to stay, very comfortable room. I was on an internal room over the atrium. It was super quiet, overlooking the main feature, which is this huge central atrium. Great hotel, recommend it to anybody who's staying in Prague. Sports Tours International organise a walking tour of Prague on Friday that finishes in the Expo. I've been to Prague twice before and I wanted to save my legs, so I decided to skip the walking tour and headed down on Thursday afternoon to the Expo on my own. The Expo is in a great complex, centrally located. There are 3 halls. To be honest, there wasn't much of interest for me. Shocks were there, but aren't they at every Expo? I went to the Sunto stand, but that was about it. My bib pickup took me about 10 minutes. I was frustrated because the lane to my left was going much quicker. I was really surprised to get back to discover the following day that it took some people 2.5 hours to get through the queue for the bibs, so go early. On Thursday evening, there was welcome drinks on the top floor of the Hilton Atrium overlooking the Vltava River. In this panorama, the start is to the left on the opposite bank of the river at the end of the white footbridge. There was a shakeout run at 7:15 on the Friday morning. I really enjoyed the shakeout runs. You get a chance to run along and chat to people and you get to find out various interesting things on the course. It was led by Ian and Owen, who I know from previous Sports Tours International trips, and that sense of familiarity was great, makes you relaxed. We stopped to talk through a few things at the start-finish line, and then we ran along the course to the first bridge where you cross the Vltava River. Ian was very careful to point out the trip hazards, tram lines, cobbles. This could be a tricky race if it was wet, and even in the dry, you need to keep an eye on your footing. At 9:30, there was a race briefing for both half marathons. Naturally, the first one was for Prague. About 124 people were running the Prague half marathon with Sports Tours and 119 running Berlin, and there was 45 runners doing both. So all of us 45, we stayed back for the Berlin race briefing, which was held in Prague. The walking tour for Prague started at 2, but I didn't go. But in the evening, it was a very beautiful Friday evening in Prague. Although I was trying to save my legs, I wanted to go in and see the sights, and it was so beautiful. I went down to the Charles Bridge and the historic town square. The old town is beautiful. I'd been the first time I went to Prague. I really found it very beautiful. The second time I went, now this would be 20 years ago, but it seemed very seedy. But when I went back this time, it seemed to be back to its former glory. It was really beautiful, very festive sort of atmosphere in and around the town centre. In the run-up to the race, my knees had been giving me a lot of grief. So I went to the Prague Beer Museum and drank a pint of Lucky Bastard beer. Any excuse, really. Then back to the bridge to rub what I'm guessing is a Lucky Charm, but you could see it was sort of rubbed down some dog and just, wandered around enjoying the sights of Prague. Saturday morning, there was another early start, 6:30 in the morning for breakfast. And then at 8:50 there was going to be a walk to the start. We were getting coach to Berlin directly from the hotel after the Prague half marathon, and the coach was scheduled to leave at 3:45. That meant that unless we were lightning quick, we had to check out of the hotel before the race and put our luggage into the hotel store. That was all straightforward. We would then come back and shower in the hotel gym after the race. So we had to juggle some kit because we were going to have somewhere to put our smelly running gear and also put on fresh clothes to wear to Berlin. This is the only time I'm going to see this car. Why aren't they Skodas? Who knows? Having gone outside to check the weather and just check the final last bit of kit, I walked to the start on a sunny, almost cloudless day.
Happy birthday, Katie! Happy 30th birthday! Hope you have a fabulous day. Shut up!
Greetings from Prague.
Stopped on the bridge to take some pictures of Hugh, who is celebrating his daughter Caitlin's birthday, and we happily chatted along the way in the sunshine before heading into the pens for the Prague 21k. So here I am at the start of the Prague half marathon. Slightly apprehensive about what happened afterwards with my knee, so I'm taking this one easy. I'm also running Berlin, so some people who are running both, they're going to run this one fast and then Berlin easy. Some are doing the opposite, and I'm just trying to run this, not get injured, and see if we get on tomorrow. My fastest half marathon was Chicago 2021 in 1:49, I think, or 1:48. Sorry, that's of my current generation. I did 1:26 when I was younger. So today I'm just going to try and go out, maybe sub 2 hours, but take it easy. I just worry about, well, not try and worry, but just try and run it, not think too much about my dodgy old man's things. Yeah, very exciting. Beautiful day for racing. Absolutely beautiful. I can stand here in a single without any bother. Yeah, off soon enough. He starts getting about the world peace.
Začíná to cítit? Can you feel it now?
Until this point, the trip has been fairly relaxed, with lots of time between various different Sports Tours international events. But that's about to change. We're about to ramp up now between now and the Berlin 21k. We're going to race, shower, bus, eat, bed, bib, race, all within the next 24 hours.
Now it is truly. Your heart is beating. Prague is the heart of Europe. This is the moment when you are owning everything and everyone. This is the moment when you own the world. Welcome to General Prague of Prague 2026. The world is yours.
Right, so going to start this. Oh yes. Well, maybe running is my problem. So far so good. 1 kilometer in, 5:41. That'll be just fine. Watch the cobbles, Baz. Don't face plant. What? Me face plant? There's some toilets over there. Tailwind's going out fine. Got to do one of these in an hour. 90 grams. Testing for Paris. Got another one sachet in my pocket. See how it goes. Beautiful buildings. Never far from the river. That's over there. I think Charles Bridge is coming up to the right. We're 3k in according to this. Are we? Yeah, it says we are. Based on my walking around last night.
Want me to video you?
Go on.
Yeah.
this is a bit where you run away with the camera. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Here, I'll video you. What's your name?
Jess.
Jess?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, the video will be on Old Man Runner next week. Thanks very much. You too, Jess. Bye. It's the great thing about running. Meet some great people. How you doing? What's your name?
Andy.
Andy, best wishes. Go, Andy, go. I was along here yesterday when I went to the beer museum and had a pint of Lucky Bastard. It was right in there. The Irish guys beside me were trying to persuade the Czech bartender to give them free beer on the basis that they won the footy. That was great. Okay, there's the Charles Bridges over there. Really, very pleasant way to spend a day. On your right. Right. Don't get marathon running in the weather any better than this. 3.9 kilometers. Oh, it's going well so far, but not even a tenth done of the weekend's distance. Through covered. Nice rhythm now. But this is a very beautiful spot. That came up with me all of a sudden. Usual mess in the middle of the road. Doing this in such a beautiful city. Everyone was asked to put their waste in a set spot, but clearly didn't bother. It's just after 5k. What a beautiful car. Up on 7k in, third of the way. We're heading south. I think it's, we're heading down river, I'm not sure. It could be any other direction. Hang on. Sun rises and yeah, I think we're heading south. There's more. Another aid station. So 5 and 7. And going quicker than I thought. Shoes are great. Feel good. Knees aren't a problem so far. Lovely to see everybody going back the other way, just like Tokyo. I'll be along there sometime soon. Something like that. We're back. Not too much wind, but I can feel some of it. 7.56. So you'll see the mess on the other side. And as always, people on the wrong side of the cones. Well, I'm sort of ahead of 2 hours. Again, depends where they started. I don't care. So we're at 9.5. That's the next drink station. Back to footing. We just went over to 10k mark. Right there. So this bridge, 10k. GPS on the centre seems pretty accurate. Up ahead, you see Frank Gehry's famous building. That is Fred and Ginger dancing. Not sure the correct name. It's over 20 years old. Every time I see it on this trip, thinking of my friend Bartek. It would be wonderful if you could see this Bartek. Anyway. Not sure if you can see Fred and Ginger behind us, but they're behind us. I think we go over the room one more time. Must be 10.43. So, kind of halfway, or put it that way, quarter distance. 58 minutes and let's see. To be exactly halfway on my watch is now 58:48. $12k, actually. No worries, no worries. That's Fred and Ginger. Hope they're okay. 14k in, somewhere in the center. Yeah, 14k in. 2/3. Yeah, 2/3. So 1/3. No, hang on. Get away in the race, you can't calculate anything. So 4/3 of the 2 half marathons done. Got to be this. You'll never run in Prague in a better day than this. Sorry, Jason's running. Jason got, I think it was 23. Initially, when I came here, it was cold. I almost got Jason's weather, but no. I looked out again. Cheers, Jason, if you're watching. Watch Jason's running. I'll put a link in the description. I'm going to try and get on the line. Right. You can find the line. Beautiful, cooling spot. Guess everyone wants to be on the line. Who can blame? It is really tricky offline. And if this is wet, whew, right, we're coming to the main square. Don't know what this will be like. I'm very handy with the old stick. How you doing? Here we are, main square. Right, that guy. On your right. Beautiful. Some guys in green jerseys the other night. Coming right. Watch the bump. Cheers. That bump could have taken all of us out. Beautiful. And people running across. Gonna get that this time in the race. I'm not at the pointy end. I was never at the pointy end. It's great. 14.75 in. So that's where you go through the Old Town Square. Feeling good. No major worries. Trying to 90 grams tailwind. Seems okay so far. I did it in an hour, tailwind, as directed. Decided not to take for second hour. We'll just see. I like all these gels and things. Kind of force myself into them rather than want to take them, but looks like a long stretch in the tunnel here. That's our hotel. There you are. Let's go. Sorry. Okay, so what's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny. How you doing? I'm Barry.
Lovely to meet you.
Known on YouTube as Old Man Runner.
Old Man Runner, okay.
So you ran Copenhagen, you didn't like it?
Well, it was the weather in September. Before
right.
the race, it was raining for about an hour before. We were standing in the rain.
Oh God.
Shivering.
And would I be right in saying you're from Scotland?
Yes.
Right.
I live in Manchester though.
So you're used to the rain, but standing around it can't be fun.
Well, I'm not prepared. I wasn't prepared for the rain.
But it's a flat course, is it? I haven't run it.
Yes. It's a lot of time. I quite like this because you're not in the middle of town the whole time.
Yeah, this one's nice.
You have a
Yeah.
breeze.
So how many have you left to do?
4.
All right.
So I've only had 2. Opposite paths.
This is my first.
Oh, lovely.
My second's tomorrow.
Oh, wait, is it?
Berlin.
Berlin, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So there's a bunch of people, but we'll see. So I'm taking this as easy as I can.
Yes.
And by the way, running along where you meet someone means it's great. You just don't think about the running.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Totally agree.
So is it your aim to do all 6?
If I can, it's quite hard to get into them now, I think.
Yeah, that's.
So, see where I get to.
So I mean, full disclosure, I'm what do you call a sports ambassador for Sports Tours International.
Okay.
So you can get in that way if you ever need to.
Yeah.
You just pay. I mean, each to their own, but that's how I got here.
Yeah.
I drink a little more than I should tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing tonight is to try and figure all that out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Are you staying at a hotel?
yeah, so we get back to the hotel in Prague, which is the Hilton.
Yeah.
Not that far, a kilometre and a half from the finish.
Yeah.
Then we shower, so you have to get your bag out, shower, change,
Yeah.
get the bus to Berlin.
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours. Check in the hotel. Yeah.
I think you're closest. I don't know.
Yeah. And the other thing is obviously we don't have to get a bus or train when we're at the other end.
Yeah.
But if you're up to go to the Expo at 6:30.
Yeah.
Right, we'll do it in less than 2 hours.
Oh, yeah,
Oh God, if isn't that guy again.
That's the place to go to figure out how to apply, to have the start line, to have the spot on the start line in all the race course.
Right, and that's where we finish.
Lovely to run with you.
Likewise.
Good luck for tomorrow.
Thanks a million.
Cities, and we also have a
Kiss me
special
good.
program for families, the Family Mile, which is not a race,
58.
it's a specific time,
But just-
specific part
just
of the race,
cross the line.
which is saying that the whole families, sometimes even few generations together,
give her a go.
are enjoying about 1.5 kilometers, running, walking together. Strollers are part of the race because we want to show that everyone can run and the whole families can run. Because running is not just about link, it's about
Thank you.
Foundation goes in check. Don't stop, don't stop.
Well, so far so good. Gonna wait for the left knee to jam up or not. That's the plan.
So 6 months ago, this year now.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're really good though.
Oh, thank you very much. And what is your
Go on, let me have a let me get your picture of your
target in your running career?
Once we get out of the finish shoot, there was a short walk back to the hotel. I saw the tail end of the race, then a shower, some food, hoping my leg won't cramp up on the bus to Berlin. Google say that the bus journey from Prague to Berlin is 3 hours 33 minutes. It took us longer. We got into Berlin at 8:30 in the evening. Before we left Prague, our driver was stopped and breathalyzed. Never seen that before. There was a toilet on the coach. We didn't stop for a break, but at the German border, the bus was pulled over. A member of the police got on. He asked us where we were from. America. I said Ireland. A group at the back said loudly, England. He gave a wry smile, paused and said, long time. He smiled again and waved us on through. And soon we were in Berlin. It was dark when we arrived into Berlin. It was cold and it was wet. I ate the pasta buffet in the hotel. Pretty much most people did. It was a complete rip-off at €29.90. It wasn't Sports Tour's fault. It was what the hotel had put on independently. I could and should have gone elsewhere. The JF Arc Hotel in Berlin wasn't great, particularly compared to the hotel in Prague. I'll show some pictures I took in the morning. I had a small room, but it was clean, and unlike everyone else I spoke to, I slept really well. The clocks went forward an hour, so although I got a great sleep, there wasn't much of it, and there was an early start for breakfast at 6 a.m. It was a very average breakfast. This weekend is really about time and energy management. We left the hotel at 6:30 a.m. to go and pick up our bibs. We arrived in great time. I heard that 800 people run these half marathons back to back, but we were at the head of the queue for our bibs. Then it was back to the hotel, change, and then head off to the start of the Berlin half marathon. We were probably there too early at 9:15. You can see I'm probably the only person in the pen. If you've run the Berlin Marathon, the start is very similar. There's the great music, great atmosphere. I was really looking forward to the off. There were toilets in the pens. I was very cold. The hour had gone forward, but I was really cold, shivering and shaking. But I had Matthew for company, but he was also feeling it.
Go on, how are you going to go?
How am I going to go?
Yeah.
What, on the race?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go as slow as I can.
But you went fast yesterday, didn't you?
I did, I went too quick.
Go on, how fast did you go?
It's 1:27 and a half.
That's brilliant. And you're feeling good?
Yeah, nice and steady today.
Cool.
A few beers.
Slowly to the left side. Auf geht's. Lauter. Noch lauter.
Showtime, go time. We're getting warm now. Right, Bazaru, old friend. Take her handy. Don't feel so bad now we're getting going. Knees feel okay to start, but this is a long day out. Well, it's not that long, but we only had it yesterday. Going up to 2k. Started nicely, fiddling around with this water bottle a bit. Makes me feel okay. Just take it easy, run around, train for Paris. Who knows, could be really shallow towards the end, but started off okay. Not the most exciting course at this point. Mightn't film as much as in the previous because can't bring selfie stick, which is probably a good idea. So I'm using the DJI Osmo Nano. I have to get out ahead of the 2-hour marathon or half marathon pacers. It was so congested, and even now, still very congested. Pick the right start group, whatever one you want to go in. Pick the right one. I wonder really neat embassy district. Lots of different flags. Saw the French one. German, obviously. Italian. Vive France. Feels like the knees will hold out. The Paris Marathon. 5k in and a bit. First water station. Take her straight down the road, that. We were done with cobbles. Oh. Maybe Bartek. Wonderful piece of architecture. This city's been through some stuff. It's one of the best pieces represented. Shame that, well, it's been repaired, but that stained glass tower is something special. Much missed, Bartek. Very much missed. Time to go. Oh, the squelch from all the mortar on the ground. I wonder if that slows you down more than the morning speeds you up. There's a headwind. Past 17, you can see to the left there, long straight back. At least the temptation to stuck under the barriers is gone. Wasn't a real temptation. Right, you can see the finish ahead, where there's a long way away. Watch those 1959 kilometers. These feel okay, not fantastic. A little bit of pain in the right. Tightness in the left, behind the knee more. But I stayed ahead of the 2-hour pack. Kind of glad they ran into me because it gave me so much energy to burn them off the best I could. Doing that water refill station. Not sure how much you'll get out of that with a kilometre and a bit to go. Half K out there, best. Toilets. Paris, here I come. Yeah, these are going to be really beaten up. But I'll be okay for Paris. Paris, I can take it really, really handy. I'll do this. Woo! Yeah, Paris will be really handy. I'm looking forward to seeing you in it. Have I enjoyed doing these back to back? Yeah, it's great. It's a silly, great, lovely, long, languid marathon. Bus ride in was long, knees seized. Went out walking last night a bit. Very little sleep. Clocks went forward. We were at the start way too early. We could have, really to be honest, could have gone down an hour later and still been fine. There's toilets in the pens. This is pretty swanky. Some guy on a horse, looks like Napoleon, I don't know. Wouldn't be expecting. Come on, Ireland. You're Margaret. Weakest. Oh, look at the Japanese shame. Sorry. Sorry. Barry, you clown. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I hit you at the end. Sorry. Apologies, my apologies. Sorry, no, it's fine. I was just too much adrenaline.
No, I understand.
Too much adrenaline. No, it's good. Yes! Sorry. Sorry, I'm stopping everyone. Two? What's two? It's actually showing beautiful medal. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. That's a medal.
Congratulations, Barry.
Thank you. Oh, very nice. Oh. Cold. I'm gonna need this. Get outside, put it on, walk back to the hotel. At the start of the Berlin Half Marathon, the announcer said that for those of us who had run the Prague Half Marathon and were now about to run the Berlin Half Marathon, it would be a good time to start examining our life choices. But actually, this was one of the best choices I've ever made. It was a real test to see if I could recover between one and the next. But there was a huge buzz. Great people on the trip with Sports Tours International. Yeah, I would really recommend running these back to back. Paris Marathon 2026, here we come.